Trump's war on Iran resembles America's past interventions in Afghanistan and Iraq, but public opinion in the US may not allow it to morph into them. Many scholars and analysts have pointed to the marked similarities between Trump's military approach in the Middle East and the long-term interventions that the US launched following 9/11, with both showing a lack of clear mission objectives and perpetually elongated timelines. After obtaining congressional approval, President Bush launched Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan in October 2001. By November, the Taliban had lost control of its strongholds, and by December, the regime had collapsed, with the US capture of Kandahar and the Taliban's leader, Mullah Omar's retreat. However, what seemed like a decisive victory early on morphed into over 2 decades of conflict and US entrenchment in the country, involving failed attempts to remake Afghanistan's government, army, and police in the US's own image, and the resurgence of Taliban forces in control. In May 2003, 2 months after the US invaded Baghdad to topple Saddam Hussein's regime, President Bush declared an end to combat operations, which was followed by the beginning of an anti-coalition insurgency and US forces' 8-year presence in the country. While the current war in the Middle East bears resemblance to previous US forever wars, a key difference between the United States' past interventions and its current war on Iran is public opinion. President Bush launched the United States War on Terror following 9/11, which killed almost 3,000 Americans, with its tragedy felt across the nation. Trump's war on Iran doesn't draw on a proximate, personally felt cause, and he resultingly doesn't have access to a broad base of support from Congress or from the American people. With a recent poll showing that only 36% of Americans support Trump's handling of the war, we're seeing that while the current war on Iran may echo America's recent past, the looming threat of the ballot box may be able to accelerate the conflict's end.